likod ko.
Okay.
Hi guys, this video is for instructions. It's instructional on how your measurement would have to be taken. Every designer has their own style of taking their measurements. We have two designers who are going to be designing our costumes. Noel Calma is going to be designing for the ladies' costumes, and Ding Baluyut is going to be doing the men's costumes. Both of them have different styles of taking measurements. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how Noel Calma is going to be taking his measurements. So girls, please find a modista who can do, or somebody who can take your measurements for you according to this video instructionals on how to take your measurements. Also guys, you also go look for somebody who's a tailor. Probably you have a friend who's a tailor. We're going to show you also on how Ding is going to be doing his measurements. So that's how you would have to take your measurements with the help of the tailor or modista of your own choosing. All right. So let's. I'm going to be introducing to you Mr. Noel Calma. All right. So this is how he's going to be taking the measurements.
Okay,
Let me just tie my hair so you will be able to see exactly where the position's going to be. All right.
So let's take the first one, which is the shoulder line. So take note of the collarbones, no? So from the left going to the right. So that's the exact measurement for the shoulder line. It's only from this part of the shoulder across and then to the other end. Okay?
Make sure that it goes up here, right?
Yes. Okay, so that's for the shoulder line. And then next, we're gonna take the measurement of the back chest. So make sure that your tape measure goes here, no? So base of the armpit. So start from the left, across, and then to the right. So that's the back chest, okay? And then let's take the measurements, or the measurement for the back figure. So this is the base of the neck. So you'll start from here, and then the figure, back figure, or the waistline. So from here, then you'll have like 13 and a half. So that's the back figure of Nelly. Okay. So this is the waistline, natural waistline of Nelly. Okay. And then if you wanna take the measurements of the blouse length, so which is one that would fall on the first hips, so it's like around 1, 2, 3, 4 inches from the waist or from the figure. Okay, so that's the first measurement for the blouse. And then the second one would be from, this is waist down 4 inches, and then the next is waist down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 20. And then waist down 10. So that will be 24. Okay, so for the blouse or the shirt length. And then let's move on to the next. So turn around. So this time, I took the measurement of the back chest a while ago. So I'll take the measurements of the front chest. So lift your arm and then put it down. So it's the base of the armpit, no? So across from right to left. Okay, so that's 13 and a half. Okay, and then from the base of the neck, so this is the neckline. Okay, so you'll get the bust point. Okay, so from the base of the neck down to the bust point. So this is around 9. And then from the tip of the, what should I say?
Nippy!
Oh yeah, your nippy. So across from right or left to right. So that's the bust distance, okay? And then go back to the base of the neck. Go back to the base of the neck and then goes down to the natural waistline. So this is 16. So natural waistline. Okay? So that's the front figure this time. So the front chest, and then the bust point, bust distance, and then front figure. Now we'll take the measurements of the upper bust circumference. So
It's not here. It's above.
above. Okay, so it's around the armpits. No, it goes at the back. And then, don't forget to insert the finger. Yeah, my middle finger is inserted whenever I take the measurements. Circumference. Okay, so you always have to take flat measurements in inches. So you have 32.5 for the upper bust, and then this time I'm gonna take the measurements of the bust line. Okay. So still one finger is inserted around the tape measure. So you have 33.5. And then the lower bust. So it's along the empire line. So below the bust, so it's the lower bust line. So it's 29. And then of course, let's start with the next waistline. Ito yan na, waistline. It's 24.5. Taba mo, Ting!
Oh, taba ko na.
And then, for the first hips, so this is the
24
natural
na,
waistline, right?
Tumaba ako.
So from the natural waistline, it goes down like around 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches, no? Depende kung how tall are you or how short are you. 3 inches or 4 inches. So that would be the first hip line. Okay, so that's 32.5. And then for the second hip line, it's maybe waist down 6 or 7. So you get the fullest circumference of the hips. Okay? So yung pinaka wet area, yeah. So 36. Oh, 24 now, 36. Okay, so yun yung second hips. Next, we take the measurements of the skirt measurements, no? The skirt length, I mean. So from the waistline, so yung micro mini is 13, and then above the knee is around 15, and then mid calf would be 33. Okay, so you're gonna take 3 different measurements for the skirt length. So one that goes, yung mini skirt, no? So it's 13, it's around here, no? Mid ng thigh.
Mid-thigh.
And then the second one, above the knee, which is just like maybe 2-3 inches from the knee, that's 16. And then, for the longer skirt length, it's almost like past the mid-calf, no? Maybe 2 inches or 1 to 2 inches from the mid-calf. So it's 33. And then the last one is the sleeve length. So you got the measurements of the shoulder line. So it ends here. So you'll start taking the measurements for the sleeve length from this part up to here only. So this is 3/4. So what's that? 7/8?
Yeah.
Something like that. Nandito lang yun. Okay. So that's it. Oh.
Armhole.
Armhole. Okay na yun. Kasi wala naman armhole. Next pala, yung last yung neckline. Okay. Yun. Okay. So, eksakto lang sa base ng neck, it's 15. So, yan. Okay na yun for the measurements of
For the girls.
The girls. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
So,
So for the men's measurements, Ding is going to be showing us how he wants his measurements taken. Ding,
wala yung lalaki.
Yeah, understand.
o siya na daw magsasabi.
Ay, malaki chan ko. Ayoko.
Anyway, sige, di mo dali naman. The same with the ladies. Ang men's also will have to start with the shoulders. it's the same principle as how Noel is taking it. So it's end point to end point of the shoulder. Then
Face in front.
Chest.
The chest.
the upper chest, the under the
Flat,
kilikili.
flat.
Ay.
Ayan.
Telescope.
And then, you have to come back.
I think we will be needing a male model. Because, ay ikaw!
Malaki yan dyan, papangit.
Sandali, cut! Hanap tayo ng lalaki.
Yung magandang katawan. Kabatch mo pala di Joey? 82 eh.
Ikaw, ayaw mo?
Kasi nakukuha.
Yan.
Ano ba ang i-relocate? Yeah.
Aliyo.
Saan ba mo yan?
Yun.
Ay, kung may bago na din na.
Chupay.
Bag yun?
Oo. Yan palitin natin.
Wala. Ako tingkurin makanini, kaya pa mang ginamit, may glarin eh.
Palitin
Kasi
natin
white
yan.
yan ang bus.
Hindi ka mag-explain.
Ikaw ang model ng video. Alright, let's start again. Okay, just like with Noel Calma, men would also need to have their shoulder measurements taken. The shoulder length, like Noel's, would have to be end point and end point of the shoulder, and making sure that the tape measure goes up the knee. Alright?
Second.
Second would have to be the upper chest. This part.
Boy, 1 minute lang daw, ma'am.
That's one. And then the second chest measurement is where the level of the nipples, are.
Ang laki ng chest.
Napaka-point yan.
Make sure that you have one finger inside. Alright? And all measurements would have to be taken in inches. Then you will need to take the armhole. Yes, armhole. So you would have to open your arm a little bit to give it space. And then it would have to be like that again. Alright, so from the shoulder, where the end point of the shoulder is, then it's going to be like this. Probably about 2 inches below the exact kilikili. Alright, then next, sleeve length. So if we take where the shoulder point is, so from that shoulder point, you would have to take it like this, up to here.
Bakit siya ginagawa niyong model? Kasi macho.
If this is the wrist, this would have to be an inch after the wrist bone. It would have to be an inch after the wrist bone. Alright? And then what do you call this? This part? Cuff. This is the cuff. We'll need to take the cuff. Also, when you take the measurement around the cuff, you would need to have one finger around it. Okay? And then what is that? Okay. From the base of the neck there, you take the figure going down here to where the waistline. The natural waistline. From the natural waistline going down to the desired length. Here being what? Hip, the first hip. Okay. Up to there. Alright? And we have the neck. The neck. Once again, don't forget that there's one finger there. And the waistline would have to be taken, the natural waistline would have to be around the belly button. There are some guys who have high waistline, natural high waistlines. Some are lower. So we're taking it probably by just below the belly button. Then this is what the first hip. And then we take the first hip. Yes. Okay. So this is about 5 to 6 inches from the point of the figure, right? Okay. And then this is the actual hip. Right? That is about 2 inches below. Is it? The first hip. And then this is the thigh measurement. It has to be taken from there, from the, what do you call this? From the topmost part of the thigh. Okay. The next is pant cuff. So that would be how many? And then you need the cuff of the pants. All right, that's going to be there. Now next we would have to take the crotch measurement. The crotch measurement would have to be from where the pants is going to be in front and where it is going to be at the back. Okay? Yeah. If you would like your pants to be up to here, then you would have to take that from that point to that point. And then that is going to be your crotch measurement, which is 29. Okay? Yung sa kanya, 29 around like this. Ooh, bakit 29? And then put feet together. When you take the measurements, the pants length, you would have to start from the waist, okay, from the actual waist up to the end of the foot. If you're standing without shoes and you're standing flat on the floor, okay. So from the natural point of the waistline to exactly the floor. All right. And then, that's it. What about the jacket? Vest? So, okay na yun. So, all in all, that's how the measurement would have to be taken. Guys, I would need your measurements to be sent to me either by email or by FB. You can send it by private message. So I could distribute your measurements, like for the men's measurements, I would have to give it to Ding, and then the ladies' measurements, I would have to give it to No. You would have to be having your measurements at the very latest Wednesday, please, or Friday. But it all depends on the schedules that you would have. But the sooner, the better, because that means that we're going to be able to buy the fabrics as soon as we can, and then we'll start producing the collections. All right. So I'm expecting them next week.